Hi guys, and welcome back to Lasting Peace. I have never had to do so many retakes on the front end of a video yet, so bear with me. Something's wrong in my head this morning. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about Peter. He was one of the first disciples that Jesus called, and the occasion for calling Peter was when Jesus was passing along the lake of Gennesaret where Peter had been fishing. And Jesus had a large crowd of people following him, and he needed a platform, basically, or a better way for his voice to carry. So he asked Peter, and they pushed Peter's boat out into the lake, and Jesus taught from there. And then afterwards, when he was done, he asked Peter if they'd caught any fish. And Peter was kind of irritated because they'd been out all night long and hadn't caught a thing. And Jesus said, well, I tell you what, go back out and put your net in on the other side of the boat and you'll catch fish. And you can kind of imagine how Peter's feeling. He's frustrated from a long night, and this guy is a carpenter. What the heck does he know about fishing? But Peter plays the game and he does it, and lo and behold, they brought in such a large catch of fish that it almost broke their nets. So after that, Peter falls down to kneel in front of Christ, and Jesus says, now follow me. And I was just really thinking about that and kind of mulling the whole verse and passage over in my mind. And it struck me the order of things that Jesus requested of Peter. First of all, he told Peter, go back to fishing. Go put your boat in and try fishing again, before he asked Peter to follow him. And I just kind of wondered, and I was praying about it, and I sensed God telling me that there is a progression in the things that he asks of us. And sometimes it's keep doing what you've been doing, but do it with greater faith. Do it believing me. Do it with hope, which is what Peter did. Jesus told him to go back and do exactly what he'd been doing, but he went into it with a greater hope, an anticipation, the possibility that Jesus, or God, was going to do something, and he did. And it was after that Jesus asked Peter to follow me. So anyway, I was just curious if you've experienced that or if you've ever thought through that. Look at the progression of the things that you feel like God has asked you to do. And maybe you're in that moment that instead of constantly wondering if there's something big or your life needs to change, pay attention, and maybe he's telling you to keep doing exactly what you've been doing with greater faith. Thanks a lot. See you next week.